Nolan Wall's friends and their attorney just made a really big mistake. They just sent warning shots at Nolan Wall's mama and his family, and I don't think a lot of people caught it. Tatum is literally walking these people into a trick bag each and every interview. So Tatum been telling this weird lie for a couple of weeks now that Nolan Wall's family is planning on suing his friends, right? Like, that's a lie that Tatum started, and that's a lie that he has been repeating for a while now, that Nolan Wall's mama and his family is planning on suing Nolan Wall's friends for money. Now, that has never been discussed. That has never been put out there. What actually happened was, Benjamin Crump and others have notified they are filing lawsuits with the social media companies so they can get records from everyone. They're not suing the boys for anything. They are filing lawsuits towards the social media companies. So, like, Tatum has been lying about this deliberately.
I think they have a checklist of this will get you the most money. Why are you suing kids with no evidence that anything happened? We have no evidence that any wrongdoing happened. It's still open to this point that Nolan could have just drowned. But when you looking for a paycheck and you're not looking for justice, these are the things that you do. On the day of his funeral, this document came out. The day of his funeral, they filed to establish an estate in his name. Why would they do that? I was told they do that so they can then sue for wrongful death. Why at the day of his funeral are you trying to do this? The boy can't even be put to rest. This is the thing that bothers me because
Tatum's proof that Nolan Wall's family is suing his friends for wrongful death is because his mama filed for his estate to be established. This dude is unhinged.
all of this is unnecessary, isn't it? If my son were to go on a trip with his friends, and they clearly are his mother freaking friends, because he kicking it with them. He ain't kicking it with these other boys. He kicking it with the white boys that you swear aren't his friends. Okay. My son go with his friends. He don't come back, he's dead. His friend's mama reach out to me. You telling me I'm gonna talk to Benjamin Crump before I talk to his mama? Benjamin Crump can't do nothing for me. He ain't there. He wasn't with my son. His son ain't connected to my son. His friend's mama is gonna do more for me than Benjamin Crump can. Why won't you talk to his mama and say, all right, let's talk. Hey, where were your son them at? I need the cell phone. Can I at least look through their cell phone and make sure? Now, if you do that, and mom and them go, no, you can't look through my kid's cell phone, then you could start questioning. But for the...
I want to make this clear. Officer Tatum created the argument that Nolan Wall's family was going to sue the boys for wrongful death, even though the family have said, we don't know who did anything. We just want answers. Tatum created that lie. And then Tatum created a defense for that lie. But here's where Tatum went too far. Is one thing enough to create a lie and then you disseminate it for, your content, but it's another thing, right? To present that to the lawyers of Nolan Wall's friends and then having them respond to it. So what Tatum did, if you guys don't know, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys right off the bat, right? We're not prolonging this. Tatum asked Nolan Wall's friends' attorneys about the lie that he created. Well, hey, man, listen, yo, what's your response to them about to sue you guys? Huh? Who's about to sue the boys? Now, the attorney took the bait and sent a crazy warning shot to Nolan Wall's family because that's who Tatum was talking about. That's who Tatum have said has plans on suing the boys for wrongful death when they've never said that in any circumstance.
Do you think that the other side, because I've seen through social media that there's a preparation of lawsuits against the boys. Is there merit, according to your knowledge in this space, is there merit to pursuing lawsuits against them?
I am so glad you asked that question because I can answer that question definitively and unequivocally. Anybody who sues Jax, Warren, or Morgan, they're going to end up paying our attorney's fees. Guaranteed. Any lawsuit, and I'm going to warn anyone right now, anybody who is thinking for 1 second about suing these fine young men, these good Ocean Springs people, you're going to pay their attorney's fees. You're going to lose. You're going to get annihilated. You're going to get crushed. You have nothing. And here's the beauty of it. We know you have nothing because we actually have the evidence. We know what happened. And I'll just say it like this. We have a pair of aces and you have 2-7 offsuit. If you're looking for someone to support, and if you're looking for people who tell the truth and like evidence and common sense, you should support these guys, not the other guys who traffic in lies. All right, now there's a Give, Send, Go page, right? Those donations are very important. We have an incredible legal team. I'm very, very privileged to be working with Tyler Cox, called Cox, right? Yeah. Right, so, but.
When Officer Tatum referred to the other side, he was referring to Nolan Wall's mama and his family, because who else did he ever talk about filing a lawsuit on the boys? So when the attorney said the other side, I assume he's also referring to Nolan Wall's family when he says, if you want to support these dudes, not the other side who be telling lies, support their fundraiser. So in my opinion, that's him saying, yo, support these boys' fundraiser, not their fundraiser, which is just a nasty thing to do. Also saying, oh, hey, man, listen, if y'all sue, hey, man, hey, bro, you gonna lose, you gonna have to pay up. So warning shot, huh? Tatum literally just made that up. But you guys just express your real feelings. Y'all just express your true feelings, how y'all really feel. This is how y'all really feel about that family, man. Because y'all jumped on the opportunity to, like quote unquote, posture as if you guys are in control, and posture to send a warning shot to the mama. That's absurd, man. That's crazy. Why would you do that? Now, it gets worse than this, bro, because this entire interview to me was just pure nonsense, right? It was a whole lot of, why would I do that? It's like, sorry, man. Yo, we like 6 weeks into this, bro. At this point, if you don't got nothing concrete, like nothing beyond a reasonable doubt, nothing, what everybody is. If you don't got nothing in 4K, indisputable, then stop talking to us, man. Wait till the investigation play out. We don't want to hear you out no more, man. But this entire interview was, why would I do that? They even had the nerve to claim that the attacks on them is due to racism.
So Ed, I got one question for you, because the way you guys articulate the defamation, obviously, if someone puts out online lies, knowingly and intentionally do them, knowing that they're lies, in part, that's a part of the defamation. But is the racial component, because when someone goes out and says things without evidence, projecting that this was a racial encounter, is that a part of this defamation, or does that not count as far as your tactics on defending them or defending their honor, I guess, in this situation?
Well, one thing that we're never going to do is we're never going to speculate, and we're never going to guess like some other folks who got their sugar highs and are sucking up all the oxygen in the room for now, and they'll have their day in court. But we can talk about what might motivate people. And I won't talk about any particular people because I am not inside their head right now. But I can tell you that racism for profit is a major factor here. And we don't have to name names. But racism for profit.
Can I ask a question? How come the we don't see race folks always bringing up race? How come the y'all making it about race is always bringing up race? How come the look, this ain't about race, people? How come those folks can't stop bringing up race? Now they saying the attacks on them is racial. The attacks on them is the result of racism. I thought, like, people who support you guys don't believe in racism, right? Like, I thought You know, that was the thing that black folks was making up according to y'all, right? Racism is not a thing. I mean, all right, man. Now, the thing that they really have to realize and come to grips with, and in this regard, you don't really blame the boys, you blame their handlers. Because their supporters and people who are supporting them currently, if you go online, they tend to lean towards the alt-right. They tend to lean towards white supremacy. Those are the people who are very loud and very vocal in my algorithm for their support of these boys. So because their audience is that, them even bringing up, oh, no, this is racism, it's very reflective of the tone of their audience in every regard. So when I say their audience, this is who I'm thinking about right now. The people who I see being loud, like for example, like Jake Lang and that Lauren chick. These are people, right, who believes that people saying BLM was racist. And they still believe that to this day. Right? These are people who take every stance against black folks when they get a chance. Every stance whatsoever. So if those are your supporters and those are the people you're attempting to galvanize, well, you're going to be looked at a certain way and you just got to accept it. It's really that simple. All right. Now, I'm going to spare you guys the details because they had responses to the CETO call. In all their responses, it was, why would I do that? That's it, okay? Why would I do that, people? So I'm going to spare you guys the 1,000. Why would I do that? And, you know, just give you guys a glimpse into exactly what their thoughts are of their response to the CETO call.
I can go ahead and say that as you posted that clip of all of us on the boat, you know, as it's rolling, not rolling, but right there sitting in the water, Wyatt's on the phone with CETO in that clip. I mean, he's on the phone. Wouldn't you think that you would have seen Nolan on the bottom of on the floor or something, or scrambling around, or everybody in a small space on the boat looking at him or something? I mean, it's just so crazy to think that. Why would we call CETO if we have a dead body on the boat? I mean, why would we call the Coast Guard? You know, why would we do the things we did if we know we killed somebody? And then another following up on that is, why aren't we in jail yet? I mean, we're not geniuses. There's no way we could have done a murder. I mean, there's no way we could have covered it up, especially out there with that many people. Go ahead.
I think, especially about the CETO call, I think people, regardless of who it is going to believe what they want to hear. I think half these people, or not half these people, but some of these people you can't convince, regardless. They're going to believe what they want to believe. If they want to believe that my friends and I had something to do with Nolan dying, then they're going to believe that regardless of what you put out. But you put out, Brandon, that a clip of the boat when Wyatt was on the phone with CETO. And it is boldly clear that Nolan was not on the boat with us.
I think their definition of wildly or boldly, you know, proven or certain is a little different than the rest of us. There's nothing certain, right, about that 3 seconds. Nothing at all. There's not a goddamn thing that's certain about that 3 seconds. But the thing is, so somebody was only recording for like 3 seconds? They didn't keep recording? Like, you don't got the rest of the recording? And we can't see inside the deck. What are you talking about? And then thirdly, bro, there is no timestamp, time frame. There's nothing we have to say that particular boat, right, being towed away or sailing away happened at 4:30. We don't know. There's no timestamps. So I feel like what they think is if you say something strongly and loudly enough, that people should automatically just take it to be the truth. Where no, there's been too many lies told in this situation. Too many lies told in this situation for us to just believe anyone coming out and saying something. All right, so absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Right? That's not for certain. We don't even know when that picture was taken. There's a girl on the boat in tail suit, right? No, sorry, in a tail swimsuit. Katie had on a tail swimsuit. Katie was next to a guy with red shorts on the beach. Both of them, if that's Katie and the dude, both of them is on the boat. Katie showed a timestamp of her on the island at 5:30. So if that's Katie on that boat, quote unquote, sailing away, then why is Katie on the island at 5:30 if you guys left at that time? Right? So it's just things that don't make sense to me at all. Just at all. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man, what do you guys think about this? All right? What do y'all think, man? Do y'all believe in y'all heart of hearts these dudes are innocent? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here, right, where I break down how Nolan Wall's attorney, that same attorney, find out how he panicked live as Nancy Grace began to expose him and humiliate him. I'm going to see you guys in this Nancy Grace and Nolan Wall's friends attorney video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.